Yes, the Minister has asked me that he would welcome any questions that there might be from the floor, from the delegates. Are there any questions that you'd like to tender to the Minister? Because he'll be more than pleased to answer them. It's always difficult to break the ice in the... Any questions?
Yeah.
Yes.
Having gone over the fact that we shouldn't compare Malta to Cyprus, where do you see Malta being vulnerable to a crisis like we have seen in other countries in Europe?
No, definitely from outside Malta, especially outside the Mediterranean and across the Atlantic, Malta and Cyprus look so similar. We used to say that ourselves, just because we're two Mediterranean islands. Both had the British, were ex-British colonies. Of course, we had a different history, but there were a lot of similarities. Twice the population, twice the tourism inflows, having a financial center. But the attacks were on the Cyprus financial center. And that's where we differ. As the chairman told you, I was also chairing the Malta Financial Service Authority like Mr. Bannister does today. And we remember very clearly in the mid-90s how we were invited to allow investment, which looked very generous and interesting from Russia in the mid-90s. Lots of Russian banks wanted to register their banks in Malta and set up in Malta. We used to get advice from London, New York. We had very good advisors who used to look into their background and couldn't find, and to see who are the ultimate owners and so on. And they used to tell us, don't touch them. It's not in your interest. Keep on the good road. You will not grow as fast, but surely it will be in your interest. And we said no. I still remember very clearly both myself and the governor then of the central bank being even visited by a delegation from the Duma. The speaker came with a big delegation trying to influence politically, trying to get their way in. And they grumbled, that we are, trying to attack us and so on. We didn't. We resisted. Now, as you know, they set up in Cyprus. And with time, the reputation, unfortunately, got bad, from bad to worse. So there, in the question of money laundering, we always cooperated with outside authorities. We don't have a banking secrecy here in Malta because now Luxembourg is saying that they are going to relinquish it. So there are many, many differences. Of course, we are attacked, especially in Europe, based on tax competition. Let's not go around, beat around the bush. But we treasure that. Many countries compete on different grounds. Even the UK itself now is cutting its corporation tax to 20%. So it is a realm which the treaty very clearly says it's outside the realm of the Eurozone. So we should, and building, of course, there comes a time when certain past competitiveness features will be lost. But having set up this center in a with good governance and paying attention to good regulation, I think the financial center will flourish on the fact that this has built an acceptable and inviting environment. So there is no reason, and that was quite, of course, a very difficult time to distinguish ourselves between Cyprus and Malta. But we're doing that. And the banking union will also help in this regard, because the idea of having a banking union is just that, to resolve the fact that no country is an island. Malta is no Iceland. It's in the Eurozone. And with a banking union, it will have single supervision and with it contribute, as in fact it has. We always say how much Germany is contributing to the Eurozone. Well, the news is that Malta's own contribution, its burden on our GDP, is no less than Germany's. So we are contributing our part. In the national parliament, I'm going to lay on the tables and approve our contribution to Greece and the installments we're giving to the ESM. So the average Maltese is sharing in the burden as much as Germany. Thank you.